Hello everyone and welcome to this explainer video about the UPSC Navigator, in which in a very short time I will explain to you exactly how to make the best possible use of this tool and what it entails and how the whole thing is structured. So the first thing to do is obviously to put it up on a wall at a suitable place. Now a suitable place is any place in which it is in constant exposure to you, within constant eye shot, maybe on the study room wall or perhaps on the door, wherever you wish to put it. Just make sure that it has repeated exposure to you, because it will have a subliminal effect of always reminding you of your goals. Now, you will notice that there is a structure. I'll explain the flow and the structure, but essentially all of the hexagons that you see are nothing but containing the UPSC syllabus in detail. Okay, so it has been made sure that the text remains true to the official notification, and all of the syllabus which is mentioned in the notification has been transcribed in these hexagons according to the subtopics mentioned in the syllabus and also color coded, and I will tell you exactly how that works. Let me show you the entire structure and walk you through the navigator. So as you notice the navigator in some detail, you will find that right at the top it says prelims, out of which two hexagons emanate. One goes here. This is general studies prelims, as I'm sure you might have figured out. And this one is CSAT and everything that the syllabus entails in those papers. And you'll notice that the subjects of general studies have been divided. There are 6 essential broad subjects which you must study and prepare. They are history, geography, polity, economics, environment, and general science. And essentially, it is these subjects which will reappear in the mains exam in a lot more detail, which is what has been represented here. As you see, as you trace the movement down, here you will find mains exam, and then you will find general studies 1, the entire syllabus of it. You will find general studies 2 here. You will find general studies 3, ethics, optional subject, and essay and answer writing. All of these contain the syllabus and also the subtopics as have been mentioned in the UPSC notification. Now notice this color coding, and all of these colors have remained constant, have been kept constant throughout the canvas. So this royal blue, for instance, represents history, and you will find the same thing represented here in General Studies 1. And the reason that it has been done is because one look at this navigator should be able to tell you what your real syllabus for history is whenever you are studying, whether for prelims or for mains, such as to avoid repetition and to have that integrated type of knowledge that is so important for this examination. The same thing has been done for all. And you'll notice that, in fact, GS paper 2 is nothing but a very detailed syllabus of Indian polity. All the subjects have been listed. Now, as you come down, here you'll find the strategizer table. This is your actual workbench. This is where you track your entire preparation. This is where you schedule your goals. This is where you will see visually your roadmap for preparation. I'll tell you how that works. And you will notice at the top, it is asking you to input your name and your future service. Don't be shy, input it and be true to yourself when you do that. It will ask you to write your affirmations. Write a nice, positive, powerful affirmation which will always propel you in your weaker moments. These little things will help you, right? And now coming to the strategizer table. Notice at the bottom these colorful gems. And this is where the entire thing comes together beautifully. You see, the goal of the navigator, the goal of the UPSC examination, and the entire effort that you are putting in is to clear the UPSC examination. All you have to do is to collect each of these colorful gems. Each of these colors represent one subject. If you are able to collect all of them, then you will achieve success. You will clear the examination and you will be thoroughly prepared for all. And needless to say, it is not easy to collect them. How exactly will you collect them? Well, you collect them after you have done the 6 steps of preparing a subject. When you say, I am doing polity, for example, look at polity here. It flows down and it involves 6 steps. This big picture formation, first reading, second reading, analyze previous year questions, revision, and testing. So once these 6 steps have been done for polity, we can say that yes, the preparation is thorough enough to be competitive in the examination. And then this hexagem, this gemstone, the orange one, it can be said to be approachable. It means that you are well prepared enough. That is what it represents. Now, the same thing has been done for all the subjects. I mentioned that all you have to do is collect all the hexagems. And so collecting each hexagem, each gemstone entails these 6 steps of preparation which you must do to prepare yourself for the exam. Big picture formation, like I said, is nothing but you getting the conceptual clarity, to getting that narrative and that curiosity, which will help you in that deep knowledge to build that foundation. That is big picture formation. And then first reading, you start to deal with the textbooks, you do some reading, but you don't really end up memorizing all of the text. So it is a skimming reading. It is a perfunctory reading, right? It is not a very detailed reading. The detailed reading comes later. We do that in the third stage, where we go after the facts and some detail and actually maybe read advanced books also. Then you do previous year question analysis. There's a way to do it. The PYQ analyzer tool is there, which I will send to you. Then you do revision and then testing to see where you actually are, right? This is what actual preparation looks like. This is what you are doing, whether or not you realize it. It is just that with this navigator, it has all been made very explicit, very simple, right in front of you at all times so that you know exactly where you stand. It will constantly give you feedback about your preparation. That is what the purpose of it is. As you look closer, you'll find that estimated date and actual date is mentioned along each subject, right? And so this estimated date is nothing but your deadline. So for example, you wish to do geography and you say that I wish to do geography and I have say 30 days to do geography. How much time do you want to give to big picture formation? How much time do you want to give to first reading? So you say, for instance, that, okay, for big picture formation, I'll give myself 5 days. So all you have to do is write the date 5 days from the day you decided. If you decide today that I want to do geography big picture formation, put the estimated date as 5 days from now. That becomes your deadline. In the beginning, all I want you to do is fix the first 3 deadlines and try to achieve them. Now, it is very possible and likely that you will not be able to actually achieve them to the level that you wish, because it normally takes much more time than we imagine. And that's okay. If that happens, that's completely fine. All I want you to do is make sure you keep trying to achieve them. Now, I have done something extra here for you, and to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing on each of these steps, right? What are you doing in big picture formation? Where will you do big picture formation from exactly? What about first reading? How will you know if you've done well enough? The first reading is complete. What about second reading? What about revision and testing? This is where your subject-wise master plans come into the picture. I will show one to you. So the subject-wise master plans, they look like this. This is the one for geography. And it will detail everything you need to know about geography. Every word of this I have written myself. I have embedded links which will help you achieve more conceptual clarity at the right places. You will see the entire layout of geography and what all it entails. And now here you will find the source code. This is what details what exactly you are doing in each of those 6 steps. What about big picture formation? Where will you do big picture formation from? I have attached these playlists here for you. These are big picture formation playlists for geography. If you click on the link or if you copy paste this, it will take you to a playlist in which you will find very high quality videos which will help you in conceptual clarity immensely, and they will also aid your visual learning. I have curated each of these videos in these playlists myself, and I keep updating them. So you will find new ones every few days, perhaps. Wherever I update them, I'll let you know when I do so. But you will find some very good content. You don't have to go looking for the content in the thousands of videos out on YouTube or anywhere. It's already been done for you. Same thing in first reading. This is a list of books which you might want to follow, not necessary to follow, but this is all you need to do. Don't go beyond this. It is detailed here what exactly first reading means and how will you know if you've done enough, that you've done well enough. The same thing with the second reading. And then at the bottom, you will find the study plan. And this is how you can structure and give time to these tasks, these steps, these challenges, these hexa tasks, these 6 steps. How will you allocate time? If you don't feel comfortable allocating it yourself, I have already done that for you. I have mentioned here, as you read it, you will figure out which category you fall in. And then this basic structure of distribution can be used. It is a very useful structure and it can be used to good effect. I have put a lot of thought in distributing the time according to the stages and the type of time you probably should be investing. This will help you. You can just start filling in your deadlines and do this. I have created such master plans for every subject. So you will have a lot of detail. For every subject in general studies, you will find this master plan, the entire list of source code, everything you need to know in order to figure it out. Now, another important and very cool feature about the Navigator is, of course, you would have noticed the QR codes. These QR codes, if you scan them, will take you to the subject specific resources for that particular hexagon that you are targeting. For example, if you scan this one, and this one is General Studies 1, so it's history and geography, it will take you to the previous year questions of those subjects. It will take you to GS1 analysis. It will take you to, in fact, thousands of pages worth of notes which have been uploaded recently. Thousands of pages worth of notes can be found of various subjects behind these QR codes. These QR codes are also dynamic. I will constantly keep putting good content. As I find the best ones, I'll filter it out and I'll make sure the best stuff is laid out there. So whenever you scan, you will find some good material, and regardless of when you are giving the exam, you will always find something useful, right? And there is a lot I can tell you about, but let me tell you about one more thing, and that is the test series. A test series is also included in the Navigator. How exactly will you know that you've done well enough or not? That is where I will help you. I will give you tests for all the subjects in general studies. Let me show you what they look like. So this is what the tests look like. Each subject has two sections, section 1, section 2. One will contain multiple choice questions, the other will contain objective questions. And what you need to do to get these tests is, when you have prepared a subject well enough, when you think that it is prepared enough and you have covered the stages, it is time to test it. Then you can call for a test. You can email me. You have to say that I want the subject test for this particular subject. I will send you that test. You will have 24 hours to complete it. And judging by your responses, I will be able to tell you exactly which stage you are at and what you need to do to improve, right? And I always find, when I check answers and when I see the responses of the students, I can tell very precisely where they are lacking. Mostly it is first reading or second reading stage. They're stuck somewhere in between. But many times the conceptual clarity is revealed and I can figure out that big picture formation has not been done. And so I'll be able to tell you exactly what is required and what you need to do. And so with this, there is, in fact, one more thing. And this is the strategizer. I will also be giving you the digital strategizer tool along with video tutorials of how to use it. Okay, this is a more advanced tool. It is for people who want to really get into the micromanagement and the very precise monitoring of their goals and micro goals. It is very comprehensive and very powerful, but it may take some getting used to. So in the initial periods of using the Navigator, it's not necessary to dive right into it. Give the system some time, and then you will be able to easily wade through it and you will be able to capture maximum value out of it. Now with this, everything that you require for the UPSC preparation has been completed, has been included. You have the entire syllabus laid out in a scientific way. You have a way in which you are connected to backend resources where you will find study material, notes, important things that you need to know. You have a testing mechanism. You have a guide who will tell you where you are lacking. Whenever you have confusion, you can ask me about the Navigator journey. There are people who will help you in it, right? There is also the strategizing, there is the scheduling and very detailed feedback, which you'll always be getting from the strategizer chart. And with all of this, nothing remains. The entire preparation of the UPSC, for someone serious, for someone who really has gotten down to preparing it themselves and are determined to do it, it can be done without coaching. It can be done at their own pace, in their own style, in their own customized strategy, because it doesn't bind you to any order. You decide what order you wish to pick. It has just made everything scientific and so small that you can easily manage it, make your own strategy. And wherever you get stuck, of course, there will be help and assistance, right? So with that, what excuse remains for you not to clear the examination? The only thing you need to do is invest the hard work. Invest the hard work, make sure you use it. There is no doubt that it will benefit you tremendously. Those benefits will be gradual, but slowly they will add up. Because this journey, you must remember, is going to last a year and a half or approximately, maybe perhaps even longer. So it's a long journey. This tool has been designed to last the entire way. It will do wonders if used properly. And it has been made with a desire to see you successful. It really is my heart's desire to see you successful. I hope that the Navigator will help you navigate through the entire journey, through the entire process. And I am I will be with you in that journey, and I want to see you make it to that final list. I really want to. And so if you keep working hard, then there is no reason why that will not happen with all of this now at your disposal. All the best, and I'll see you soon.